Hey everyone, and welcome back to AI Weekly. It's December 2nd, 2024. And wow, this AI world just keeps on going, doesn't it?
It really does. Feels like every day there's something new. A new model, a new breakthrough, a new headline. It's hard to keep up.
I know, right? So let's just jump right in. First up this week, we have Alibaba making some noise. They've got this new AI model, Marco O1.
Yeah, this one is really interesting. They're focusing on reasoning and problem solving, like complex problem solving.
Yeah.
Going beyond just pattern recognition and getting into some more advanced cognitive tasks.
I saw that they're using their Qwen 2 model as like the base for this.
Right, so they're using Qwen 2 as the foundation, but they're adding on some pretty sophisticated techniques, things like chain of thought prompting and Monte Carlo tree search. These are methods that are designed to help the model break down those complex problems, into smaller steps and explore different solution paths.
It sounds like they're trying to figure out true AI reasoning.
Well, it's still early. Even Alibaba's researchers are saying that it's not a fully realized reasoning model yet, but it's definitely a step in the right direction, and it'll be fascinating to see where they go with it.
For sure. Okay, moving on. We've got Amazon jumping into the video AI arena. They have this new system called Olympus.
This is a big deal because Amazon has been kind of quiet on the cutting edge AI front compared to, the giants like OpenAI and Google. But Olympus seems to be their answer. It's a powerful, multimodal AI system, and it's designed to really understand images and video.
I read that it can track basketball movements, like with crazy accuracy, and even search through massive video archives really easily.
Exactly. And think about the potential there, not just for sports, but for everything from security and surveillance to medical diagnostics and content creation.
Yeah, Amazon really knows how to leverage its data, and they have a ton of video data from Prime Video, Twitch, and other sources. This could be huge for them.
Totally agree. Now, for some legal drama, Elon Musk is making headlines again. He's trying to block OpenAI from going fully for profit.
Yeah, this is getting pretty heated. Musk co-founded OpenAI, right? But he's become pretty critical where they're headed. He's saying it's antitrust violations, and that OpenAI and Microsoft are trying to stifle competition, especially from startups, especially his own xAI.
He's also saying that there are unfair investor agreements, saying that OpenAI is pressuring investors to not support competitors. It's definitely getting personal. And OpenAI is firing back, calling his claims baseless. This is going to be an interesting legal battle to watch.
For sure. Speaking of shakeups, Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger has retired, and it seems like it's because of the company's struggles in the AI chip market.
It's no secret that Intel has been struggling, especially compared to NVIDIA in the AI hardware space. NVIDIA GPUs have become like this standard for AI processing, and Intel has been trying to catch up. This retirement signals how much pressure Intel is under to adapt to this quickly changing AI landscape.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that AI isn't just about software and algorithms. It's also about the hardware that powers all of this. Okay, let's talk about Anthropic. They've just open sourced something called the Model Context Protocol.
Yeah, this is all about improving how AI connects to information and how it understands that information. A lot of AI models right now rely on very specific data sources, and they're kind of fragmented. Anthropic wants to change that with this Model Context Protocol.
So instead of having an AI model that only knows about one data set, it could access and integrate information from many sources, like your email calendar, online databases, research papers, all of that.
Exactly. It's about making AI more flexible, more adaptable, ultimately more intelligent, by giving it a richer and more interconnected understanding of the world.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, and this brings us to an interesting development. Artists are protesting OpenAI by leaking an early version of their text-to-video AI model, Sora.
This is complex. There are a lot of layers to this. You have the potential of Sora to revolutionize how we create video. It can generate these really realistic and complex videos from just text descriptions. But then you have artists who are really worried about how this impacts their work and the future of creative work in general.
Yeah, the artists are saying OpenAI used their work without permission or compensation to train Sora. And they're saying that OpenAI is art washing, basically using artists to make them look good, without actually addressing any of the ethical concerns.
It's a really tough issue. OpenAI is saying that they're working on safety measures, and that being part of the program is voluntary. But the artists are saying that the system pressures people to participate, because if you don't, you're going to be left behind. This is something that needs a lot more open dialogue and collaboration between artists, AI developers, and policymakers.
For sure. Okay, moving on. We've got Runway, the company behind those great video generation tools. They've launched a new AI image generator called Frames.
This one's cool because it focuses on giving users more creative control over how the images look, instead of just photorealism. Frames lets you explore different aesthetics, like retro anime vintage magazine collages, cyberpunk vibes, and more. It's like having a toolbox of artistic styles.
That's really neat. All right, last but not least, we have Zoom, the video conferencing giant, rebranding themselves as an AI-first company.
They're even dropping video from their name, which signals that they're moving beyond just video calls and into a broader range of AI-powered solutions. They've already been expanding into things like virtual whiteboards and team chat, so this makes sense.
So they're basically saying, hey, we're not just about video anymore. We're about the future of work. And AI is a huge part of that.
Exactly. And a lot of companies are trying to position themselves as leaders in AI.
Right. Okay, so that was our quick look at this week's AI headlines. Now let's go deeper into two of these stories, the OpenAI Sora leak and the Amazon Olympus system.
Sounds good. Let's get into it.
Okay, so Amazon's Olympus. This is big for them, like really diving into this world of video AI. What makes this so different from like a technical point of view?
So it's all about multimodal learning, which basically means Olympus isn't just looking at video. It's trying to understand the relationships between different types of data, visuals, audio, text, even sensor data. This allows for a deeper level of analysis and understanding compared to other systems that just focus on one type of data.
So like instead of just recognizing a ball in a video, it could connect that to someone saying ball or to background music, or even data from a sensor in the room.
Exactly. That's what multimodal learning is all about, giving AI a much richer context. And from what we're hearing, Olympus is being designed with this modular architecture, so different parts of the system can be swapped out or upgraded as new tech comes out.
So it's like future-proof to an extent?
Yeah, that's the idea. And that's so important, because in AI, things change so quickly. Another thing is that Olympus is built to scale. Amazon wants to be able to process so much video data, and they definitely have the infrastructure to do it. Think about all the video on Prime Video or Twitch. Amazon Go stores. There's so much data.
It's crazy to think about how much data they have.
Yeah.
So what are some real-world applications of this?
Well, the possibilities are huge. In sports, it could be used to track players, to analyze game strategies, even personalize things for fans. For security, it could improve surveillance, identify threats, potentially help prevent crime. And in healthcare, analyzing medical images, assisting with diagnoses, and monitoring patients. Then there's retail, manufacturing, transportation. It really could be used everywhere.
It seems like Amazon is betting big on Olympus as a core part of their business in the future.
Absolutely. They see this as a huge driver of innovation and growth. Across a bunch of industries, they want to be the leader in this.
It's going to be interesting to see how this develops and how it impacts all these different areas.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the OpenAI Sora leak. This one is a little more ethically complex.
For sure. It really shows the tension between the potential of AI for creativity and concerns about artists and the future of creativity. Let's start with what makes Sora unique. It's being called a text-to-video model, but it's more than just basic animations.
I've seen some of the demos, and it's amazing how real and complex the videos look. You can write out a scene, and Sora can make a video that looks real.
Exactly. That's what makes this so disruptive. It could completely change how we make videos. Everything from movies to social media content, even personalized educational stuff. There's so many possibilities.
But like you said, there are some ethical issues. The artists are saying OpenAI used their work without asking or paying them to train Sora, and they're worried that this tech is going to devalue human creativity and put artists out of work.
Those are valid concerns, and it's important that we talk about them. On the training data side, artists are saying their work was basically taken to create a product that OpenAI will profit from. They feel like their copyright is being violated, and they want more transparency and more control over how their art is being used.
Yeah, it's like if someone filmed a movie in your house.
Yeah.
Without paying you, you own the house, you created it, but you're not getting any of the money from the movie.
Right. And then there's this bigger question of what happens to human creativity when AI can create realistic and engaging content just from some words. Some people think it's a threat to artists, that it'll make their skills less valuable and their work obsolete. Others think it's a new tool that can actually help human creativity and open up new possibilities.
Yeah, it's complicated. There's no easy answer. AI is going to change creative work, just like photography changed painting and the internet changed music. But we don't know yet if it's going to be good or bad.
Yeah, it feels like things are really changing. Like AI is going from theory to reality.
Yeah.
And it's really a part of our lives now, our work, our creativity. It really is. And this whole Sora thing just shows how important it is. To talk about the ethics of this tech, we can't just focus on the cool stuff that AI can do. We need to think about the impact it has on communities and society as a whole.
Right. So how do you think we should move forward? How can we be innovative while also protecting artists and making sure that AI is good for everyone?
Well, I think transparency is huge. AI companies need to be open about how their models are trained, what data they use, and what they're doing about bias and ethical problems. We also need laws that protect intellectual property, especially with AI becoming so powerful. And most importantly, I think we need to work together. Artists, AI developers, policymakers, we all need to be on the same page. This isn't about one side winning. It's about figuring out how AI and human creativity can exist together.
Yeah, it's about finding that balance.
Yeah.
Embracing AI, but also knowing its limitations.
Exactly. AI is a powerful tool, but it can be used in good ways and bad ways. It's up to us to decide how it's used.
That's a great point. Well, we've covered a lot today on AI Weekly. From Amazon's Olympus system to the ethical questions around OpenAI's Sora. Keep learning about this stuff and keep having these important conversations about the future of AI.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us this week on AI Weekly, and we'll see you next time.